car drivers.
You'd have the world following your every move.
IndyCar Mobile puts you in the race car driver's seat with live in-car cameras, radio broadcasts, and leaderboards. Download IndyCar Mobile now, only from Verizon.
So what kind of car should I get? New or used? Used.
Now at Autotrader.com, compare new and used cars and even special offers. So when you find the right car, there won't be any doubt in your mind. Autotrader.com, the ultimate automotive marketplace.
ESPN's coverage of the Indianapolis 500 on ABC, presented by GoDaddy.com, domains, websites, and everything in between. And Prudential. See what the first day of retirement feels like at day1stories.com. Prudential. Bring your challenges.
We are under our fourth caution here at the Indianapolis 500. We are almost to the three-quarter mark. We've knocked down 149 of 200 laps. The top three, Takuma Sato in that blue and white, number 15. Right behind him, two-time winner, Dario Franchitti. And right behind Dario, the number 9. And a winner here at Indianapolis back in 2008. That is Scott Dixon. Now, Roger Penske's got to be a little bit concerned because we thought that his team was going to be a major factor today. Right now, Ryan Briscoe is 7th. Elio Castroneves is 9th. In about the last 70 laps, they have not been sniffing at the front. Marco Andretti topped off on fuel. We heard them talk about the fact they were not getting as good a fuel economy as the Honda of Ganassi. Now let's go check in on Will Power. Doc, he went out early here.
Yeah, you mentioned, Marty, very tough day for the captain, Roger Penske, and his lead driver in terms of the guy leading the point standings coming into this race. Will Power involved in a grinding crash with Mike Conway. Will Power was checked out at the infield care center, told that he was physically okay, and the team tells me that Power was hot. He was very, very angry that Conway was back on the racetrack with a broken wing, but the drivers are okay. Roger now focused on two cars, the 2 and the 3. Marty?
Power had a problem last year in the pits, ended up 14th. This year he is shown right now in 28th position. Stay with us. We'll go back to Green Flag Racing here at Indianapolis.
Bum bum. 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 Bum bum.
Honda, proud partner of the IZOD IndyCar Series.
Oh my God, please help me knee deep in the river trying to get clean. He says wash your hands, get out the stains, but you best believe all this hell to pay. Yeah, you best believe all this hell to pay. Say, catch me! McCoy! Get a ball!
You murdered my entire family!
You can see that is Paul Blevins, the starter, and telling everybody 1 lap to green. It'll be another single file restart. Let's set it for you as we are now in. We always talk about it, guys. Get to the last 50 laps, and we're down to 49 to go. And there is Sato, Franchitti, Dixon. That is your top 3. Now, Marco Andretti topped off his fuel. He is back in 16th position. Listen to the radio.
Oh my God, I've been screaming for it 3 times on the back straightaway. If we had the downforce now, I wouldn't count us out of it. Now it's going to take too long. It is loose. I wouldn't pit because I'm bored. What do you need here? Do you need total downforce or are you loose too much? I think total. I don't want to take front now. We got to add rear. And bias it a little rearward.
And I think what he's calling, Eddie, is because they topped off of fuel, he's now back further in the queue. He needs more grip, more downforce to get past the cars in front, because when you run behind the cars that are in front of you, it's just really difficult to be able to pass the cars. See the frustration right now for Marco, beating on the steering wheel. He knows that this is going to be a hard run for him as we're coming out to the start.
And remember, lap vehicles don't go to the rear until the final 20 laps. So even though he's in 16th, he's got a long way to go to get to the front. Here comes Takuma Sato leading him down on the restart. Behind him, it's a log jam. Whoa! 4 cars at one point almost got into each other.
Scott, at this point, I think all that fuel strategy stuff after this last yellow goes out the window because everybody's got to stop one more time.
I think you're right.
So now it's just full power and pedal to the floor.
Your only decision may be whether you take tires or gamble and just do fuel only. Here we go, change for the race lead. And it is Dario Franchitti moving in front.
That didn't take long.
Didn't take long. Remember when he was in 28th position? He had to fight his way back. It's the first time he's led today. And the 2-time champion wants number 3.
And here comes Dixon. And he's not going to wait around either.
Goes underneath, heading into turn number 1. And target Chip Ganassi is now 1-2 on the racetrack. Behind Sato, it is Hinchcliffe. And Justin Wilson is back in that 5th position. Wilson giving that car one heck of a ride.
And I think Hinch is on the move also because he had a great restart. Can he make the slipstream work here right now?
Not
Justin Wilson's coming up from behind also in the Sunny Barbecue machine in that red and white car that's just right behind Hinchcliffe, who's driving the GoDaddy green car.
Wilson's best finish was 2 years ago. He came home in 7th, 15th, or should say 16th in last year's race. This could be his best run ever in the 500. On board with James Hinchcliffe.
Remember, we talked about getting off the throttle, see how the momentum slows down. It's the timing now. He has to time it. He won't have a run here going down the backstretch, going into 3. Hopefully, he might be able to time it well enough to be able to do it down the front stretch. He's probably going to get passed here, and he will, by Justin Wilson because he eased off the throttle, and timing is a huge issue here, Eddie.
And what you really want to be careful when you're the car that's being passed, don't allow them to put you in the gray going in because there is no grip up there. And we've seen that race after race. Towards the end of the race, somebody will make a mistake, get half a foot up, and you're into the wall.
On board with Tony Kanaan. He's going over underneath Hinchcliffe. So move Kanaan into 5th. And Hinchcliffe going in the wrong direction.
And Kanaan is not somebody I'd want to have behind me on those last 40 laps because he's coming.
Another guy that's had a great race today, Charlie Kimball, back in 8th position. Let's go on board for the restart with the number 83.
Inside, inside, outside, inside, outside, inside.
That was the move we saw from the aerial shot, and we didn't realize it was Tony Kanaan that made a really slick move there.
I always say Tony is, pardon me, excuse me, coming through. That's the way he does every restart.
But to put that in perspective, they're going 180 miles an hour. That's not something, that's difficult at 60 miles an hour.
It's settled down at least for the moment. There's the best battle we've got going as here comes Hinchcliffe back underneath Tony Kanaan. So Kanaan sort of looked like he signaled.
He did. He said, go ahead. You're much better off working with somebody than trying to block them because if you block them at this point, you could lose that draft of the cars that are ahead of you. You have to leapfrog one with the other.
The top 4 are Hondas. Then it's Hinchcliffe in 5th with a Chevrolet and 2 others behind him. Jamie, what are you hearing about Hinchcliffe?
Well, James Hinchcliffe all day long struggling on the restarts, saying he's hitting the rev limiter, so it takes him a couple laps to get back in and get settled. That's what happened here. He's saying the balance of the car is good. Last round of stops, no changes. He did tell me before the race the importance of this last 50 laps. It's all out right now, Marty.
And as the guys pointed out, don't have to worry about saving fuel. Everybody's got to make one stop. So this is really put the pedal to the metal. 42 laps to go. Dario Franchitti right in front of Scott Dixon. Right now, I'm sure they're willing to just work together to get to the last stretch when they get that last pit stop. Now, Dario looking for his 3rd. What would it mean to him?
I remember that feeling of wanting so badly to win that first one. And then the second one was you want that second. And now I really want the 3rd. So...
And he may just get it today. How about Takuma Sato, still driving a great race. He is shown in third position. And don't forget, his team owner, Bobby Rahal, David Letterman, well, they won the race in 2004 with Buddy Rice at the wheel. Here we go, pass for the lead. I thought that Dixon might just stay there for a while, but now they're switching spots.
I thought Kumasato might have slipped back a little bit because he was doing quite a few laps up there by himself, and when he got passed by two cars, that can be demoralizing. But he is bringing the fight right back to the target cars.
He's definitely maintaining the pace. He's right there with them. It's a little bit further back to Justin Wilson, James Hinchcliffe, and Tony Kanaan. That's your top six. And there, the aerial view gives you a good view of the top five.
Only 41 more laps to go.
Heading down the front straightaway, we've had 9 different leaders, and we may get another lead change. This will be number 25. So Franchitti goes back to the top spot. We are closing in on the all-time record for lead changes. These guys have delivered in this brand new DW12. Don't go anywhere because we have 40 exciting laps at this year's Indianapolis 500.
I'm the first licensed IndyCar driver with diabetes to finish the Indy 500. I live in the fast lane. I need on-the-go insulin delivery. That's why I use Novolog FlexPen. FlexPen is pre-filled with my fast-acting insulin. I dial my exact dose, inject by pressing a button. FlexPen is insulin delivery my way.
Novolog is a fast-acting insulin used to control high blood sugar in adults and children with diabetes. Do not inject if you do not plan to eat within 5 to 10 minutes after injection to avoid low blood sugar. Tell your healthcare provider about all medicines you take and all of your medical conditions, including if you're pregnant or breastfeeding. The most common side effect is low blood sugar. Other possible side effects include reactions at the injection site. Get medical help right away if you experience serious allergic reactions, body rash, trouble with breathing, fast heartbeat, or sweating.
FlexPen is there when I need it, just like my pig crew.
Ask your doctor about Novolog FlexPen, covered by 90% of insurance plans, including Medicare. Find your copay at myflexpen.com.
It's not just what we gave the new Corvette 427 that makes it special. It's what we didn't.
We're trying to take it to the next level at every step, and Mothers is a partner we trust.
Mothers really helps make our cars stand out. It's genuine, it's authentic, and it's best in class.
We actually use Mothers wheel care products during our production process.
It's so easy to use. Just spray it on and wash off. It's just that simple.
Trusted and used by industry pros at Pirelli Tire North America, SMS Supercars, and HRE Performance Wheels. Mother's full line of wheel cleaners make cleaning any wheel a snap.
Creating a business website is easy. Whether you're a lawyer, a photographer, or a beauty salon. Choose from over 200 types of business. Select your company name, color scheme, and design. Done. Customers will find you everywhere. Changes? Anytime. Revise content, layout, and upload your own pictures. One-in-One My Website. Try it now for free. One-in-One.com.
The riveting new drama from the writer of Thelma and Louise, Connie Britton, Hayden Panettiere, ABC's Nashville, coming this fall. For an extended preview, go to abc.com.
You see the dash lighting up, yellow flag. Unfortunately, Joseph Newgarden doesn't want to see it because it's his car that caused the caution. He basically, during the break, said the motor just quit and he has lost power and did not make it back. So we are under our 5th caution of the day here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. And now we have 36 laps to go. Apparently just outside the window, unless you are willing to gamble. What do you think?
I think it's too big of a gamble at this point, but we'll see. I think some teams that have more than one bullet on this lead lap will probably go in different ways, but I think that window is just too big.
Pits are not open right now. Let's take a look at our Firestone lap leaders because we've had 9 different leaders, 26 lead changes. We are just 3 away from tying the record. Marco Andretti has led the most laps, although he's back in 15th place right now. He led 59, most of those early in the race. Scott Dixon, Takuma Sato round out the top 3 in that category.
Now, thinking of this, yellow takes a couple of laps here. 30 laps per tank, Eddie, so you need to be at lap 170. Can you save enough fuel, or will you run out a lap or 2 from the end?
Let's get the strategy on the 9 car. How about it, Vince?
Mike Hull, we heard that Utah said lap 170. Pits are just open. Pits are opening and they're coming. We'll catch up with Mike after the stop.
He looks a little bit busy.
Yeah, they've got a major decision to make. And once these stops are decided upon and what they're going to do, and it looks like the 10 car is set out, that they are going to come. The question will be, do you lean the engine back and try and stretch it to the finish, or do you go?
Or do you have one driver do one thing, another do another?
Yeah, but who makes that decision?
Yeah.
Which way do you
His
want to
name
go?
is Chip Ganassi.
Yeah, I think I'd be coming in and hoping that you can maybe catch another yellow for a lap or 2.
Well, Team Penske also will have to make that decision. They have 2 cars still in the race, Briscoe and Castroneves. They are 9th and 10th right now. All right, here they all come. Let's go to Rick DeBrule.
Well, Takuma Sato is going to bring the car down. Last year, it came into a fuel strategy for this team. They almost were in it to the end. They're thinking they're going to gamble with it again. He comes in. They're going to make a slight wing adjustment as well. They're actually adjusting both the front and the rear wing. Dario Franchitti brings in. He's very happy with the car, Vince.
Can't have a mistake now. They were 5 laps short on the 9 car of Scott Dixon to make it to the end. It's another clean scalp. Jamie.
And James Hinchcliffe been taking downforce out. They will fill it up. Going to try to help him on the restarts here. That has not been his forte so far today. Meanwhile, the leaders are passing him. 2 now, 3. They're in a freight train. But it's a long stop for James Hinchcliffe. Unfortunate. He will lose many positions on pit road. Marty?
And he ran over the hose on the way in. That's what slowed it down. And it'll be up to IndyCar as to what will happen there, and we will check back on that as we're going to step aside for a break here. We'll reset everything for you as we have 34 to go here at the 500.
This sure is a crazy way to draw attention to .co domain names from GoDaddy.
Who won't notice a hot model in body paint?
True. She stands out like a hot new .co.
They definitely get you noticed.
That's why smart businesses go with .cos from GoDaddy.
Done. Wow. She looks great. But you know it would be even hotter? If we painted you.
See a lot more now at GoDaddy.co.
People are taking a stand and booking on ChoiceHotels.com.
After a long day of sightseeing, we just want a great room to kick back and watch a movie.
Princess Pink Pony!
It's actually pretty good.
Yeah!
When I save 20% on my hotel, I do my happy dance.
It's your voice, it's your ChoiceHotels.com, where you'll always find a cozy room. Plus, you can save up to 20% every day. Book direct at ChoiceHotels.com.
Get the ultimate oil change with Royal Purple. High-performance motor oil and extended life filter. Royal Purple traps 99.99% of harmful contaminants. And you get extended performance and protection between changes. Get the ultimate oil change with Royal Purple.
Introducing a powerful weapon in your fight against bugs. Ortho Home Defense Max. With a new continuous spray wand and a fast-acting formula. So you can kill bugs inside and keep bugs out. Guaranteed. Ortho Home Defense Max.
For the London Olympic Games, our town had a brilliant idea. Support Team USA and show our Olympic spirit right in our own backyard. So we combined our city thank you points to make it happen. Tom chipped in 10,000 points. Karen kicked in 20,000. And by pooling more thank you points from folks all over town, we were able to watch Team USA in true London fashion.
Now City Thank You Visa cardholders can combine the thank you points they've earned and get even greater rewards.
Out of the car now!
Oh! The rookies are ready for action.
Are you free for a drink tonight?
Yeah.
Any way they can get it.
It's like we're teenagers.
And that's a bad thing?
ABC's Rookie Blue. All new Thursday at 10/9 Central.
Thursday, June 28th, whether it's hotties or nerds,
Oh my God!
heroes, bachelorettes,
I'm still single!
or even mud people, all will wipe out. All new Wipeout returns for the summer, Thursday, June 28th on ABC.
Welcome back to Indianapolis. 33 laps to go, and Chip Ganassi is right where he wants to be. His two drivers, Dixon and Franchitti, running 1-2. Now, you know, when they qualified, Ganassi with his Honda engines was not that quick. But on carburation day, they were lightning quick. They were the best. And yesterday, when people were working over in the garage area on all the cars, they had them torn apart. They were replacing it. In the Ganassi garage, it was nothing but quiet. They were locked down. And let's go down now for more from Rick DeBrew.
Well, let me put it this way. It has not been an uneventful day for Dario Franchitti. He had that little spin on pit lane to start with, and then later they had a problem with the vibration of the tire. Fortunately, they were able to change it without any incidents on the track. Now the car is sailing along.
And Rick, while it's been somewhat eventful for Dario, it's been uneventful for Dixon, at least in regards to changing the car. They've not touched it all day long. And the guys, maybe the unsung heroes, if Scott Dixon should win his second Indy 500 today, his pit crew, they have been rock stars. That last stop, 7.7, Brent.
Well, Vince, as you know, at Indianapolis, even though we're moving the trophy back toward Chip Ganassi, there is one thing to keep in mind about the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. You can never, ever give up.
Since 1911, the world around the Speedway has changed. But inside its cruel walls, the most basic truths remain the same. Every lap matters. Every turn